This is Gus Constantellis, and you're watching Saved by the Buzzer with Dan and Bill. I know absolutely nothing about sports, but every time I play football, I always hit a home run. Terrible joke.
Welcome, everyone, to another mindless episode of Saved by the Buzzer. I am your host, Dan, also known as Dad Collector over on Cooley Collector, former owner of Spry Wrestling, and I'm joined here with the host with the most information, my brother, Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Can we even talk about anything, man? Because, this whole thing was about the Leafs, and now it's over, man.
I know. We talked at the beginning of the playoffs. What was that, 6 weeks ago, 7-8 weeks ago? Today, I am fully decked out, all in red, because 6 or 7 or 8 weeks ago, I can't even remember when the playoffs started, we were all decked out in blue, loving the Leafs' chances going, from round to round to round, winning each round and winning the Stanley Cup. And it turned upside down, complete 180, 360, whatever you want to call it. Leafs were eliminated in the first round. So now I'm decked out all in red. I got my red championship belts. We got the buzzer, everything in red, to kind of do the same thing to the Montreal Canadiens, because I'm going Tampa Bay in 4.
Yeah, I'm decked out in red too, buddy. Heel turn.
Oh,
I'm a Detroit Red Wings fan. Go Anthony Manth. Oh, wait, he got traded to the Capitals this year. I don't even know who they have. But dude, if you think Tampa is gonna win, then you're wrong, because Montreal is winning. It's destiny. The Leafs lost to the champions. Buddy, I know you hate Montreal or you detest them, but they're winning it, buddy. They're taking it all the way. It's destiny. You can see it. Carey Price is gonna add to his Olympic collection. He's going to win it, buddy.
I know. I could see Carey Price is really in that game the other day when they lost 5-1. I can't, man. After the Leafs lost, Raptors lost, I'm just very cynical. I'm a ticked off Toronto sports fan, and I could cheer for any other Canadian team, but the Habs, no way, Jose. And actually, for Detroit, I think they still got this guy. He's not on the team, but he cheers for the team all the time. Joey Gladstone, cut it out. Remember him?
Yeah, Full House, right?
yeah. Dave Coulier. All right, so it's been a couple weeks since we put on a show. We're calling it a mindless episode, but what are you drinking, buddy? Because I'm going Little Buddha, Nick Kyprios. Oh, so are you? Which flavor you got?
Grilled pineapple and rosemary.
Oh,
buddy.
Me too. Grilled pineapple and rosemary. Available now at the LCBO, Little Buddha Cocktail Company. This stuff's awesome. It's organic, and it's Nick Kyprios's Real Kipper, his own company, right?
Yeah, this is actually really good.
Yeah, you got the good taste of pineapple. I don't really taste the rosemary too much. But the pineapple is definitely kicking around. I love it.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of these cooler drinks, but this is actually pretty good.
Real. There you go. Little Buddha. And it's only 4%, so it's pretty good. It's nice for poolside. Hopefully we get some nice weather coming up and we can enjoy some of these by the pool.
Yeah, hopefully, man. But honestly, changing gears, what are we talking about today? Are we talking about Wayne Simmons and Jason Spezza? What year is this? Why are we talking about these old guys coming back to the Leafs? Come on, man. They couldn't get it done. So why are we signing them? I'm going to put my real cap on instead of my heart cap. And I'm going to start thinking a little more what did Wayne Simmons do? He signed for 2 years at $900,000 each year. So that's a $1.8 million deal. What did he do in the playoffs, man? All I saw was tired legs. Okay. And don't give me that he was, injured. His wrist was injured. There's other things you could do on the ice, buddy. You don't have to be a nifty dangler. He's not known for that. go in there, smash some heads. Buddy, I did not see him show up. And let alone in the playoffs, I didn't see him show up down the stretch in regular season games. The guy was a no-show. Don't get me wrong. I was so hyped when Wayne Simmons, the Wayne train, signed with the Leafs last year. I was pumped. But buddy, like nothing. What did he do? Nothing happened. Nothing drove him to do more hits. Nothing drove him to, get in a little scrap. Honestly, I saw nothing. Okay, and if you were telling me last year Wayne Simmons would be on the Leafs for 3 years total, buddy, I would have been flying high. Now I'm not thinking it's a good deal, man. He's gonna be 33 in August. I don't know, man. He's getting up there in age. I don't see him. I don't see him being effective.
Was he dealing with any injuries this year? I mean, yeah, down the stretch before playoffs, and then in the playoffs, he was nowhere to be found. I don't know. Was he injured?
He had a wrist injury, and he missed the better part of the season. But I think he only played like 20-ish games or so.
Yeah, he's getting up there in age. I don't know. Like, I like the deal. I mean, you need supporting cast to fill your roster. You got all these. You got Matthews. You got Marner. You got Nylander that are taking up a huge chunk of your cap space. So, why not sign him? I know you don't like it because of his performance this year, but don't knock him down just yet. Let's see what happens this upcoming season. The price is right now. The price is really good. You would have paid double that or triple that for anybody else at his position.
It's just interesting to me, man, because it's like this guy went from being like, one of those gritty guys, like does a lot of hits, like fights well, can put the puck in the net at times, and he was making like $5 million or something with New Jersey, like 2 years ago or something like that. And it's just like, man, like he was saying that he's in the best shape of his life and all this. Man, I saw nothing. I saw it in the beginning of the season. He put the puck in the net a bit. He played a little bit better. Maybe it was the injury, but honestly, man, I need to see more. This team already failed once, like, and they're bringing back Wayne Simmons. Like, okay, like we'll see what'll happen. But Jason Spezza is another guy that's actually a good deal. He played his heart off, and you could really tell like he wants to be a part of the group, and he was one of the better forwards in the whole playoff. So kudos to Spezza for actually taking a deal like that. I think it was like league minimum, like 750 or something.
750,000. He would have taken less if he was able to.
Yeah, can we get Marner on recording saying that same thing, or is he too busy booking his tea time? Like honestly, buddy, Marner's
on the golf course, man.
I don't even know what to say, honestly. Like no shows, like complete no shows, and you're gonna sign Wayne Simmons and Jason Spezza. See, like that's the problem with this team. They owe so much money to these top four guys. 7 mil, 11 mil to Tavares, 7 mil to Nylander, 11 mil to Marner, 11 plus to Matthews. Like, buddy, that's 40% of the cap, and the cap is stagnant now. And now you're scrummaging. You're trying to sign Simmons and Spezza. Okay, Spezza's a good one, but Simmons to a $900,000 contract. Okay, I get that. That's a good contract, but you're scrummaging for to find the next guy who's going to be in your bottom six. Engvall wasn't working out. What was Engvall doing? All I see Engvall doing is using his one hand on his stick all the time, trying to poke check the puck. Like, I honestly don't know what's going to happen from here. Their bottom six is so weak, probably one of the weakest in the league, man. None of those guys can put the puck in the net. You're telling me Mikheyev can put the puck in the net? No. You're telling me Kerfoot can? Kerfoot's okay on the PK, but come on, man. You had Thornton on the bottom six pair. You had Adam Brooks on the bottom six. Like, these guys can't put the puck in the net. They never showed that they can.
Yeah.
So honestly, man, like, I'm not saying trade Marner, but something has to happen here where they get some relief, cap flexibility somewhere. I don't know where it is, but they're gonna have to be magicians.
Well, as soon as you said trade Marner, my eyes opened up. What? Somebody said trade Marner? Because at the beginning, at the beginning of the fall of the Leafs, you were saying we can't trade Marner. We got to keep this core. And now I'm hearing, you got your bitterness to you a little bit. So the tune has changed a little bit. But I don't know, man. Like the Spezza, we talked about Spezza for quite some time. I think we had the podcast right after that when the Leafs lost and they were being dubbed the Cowboys of the NHL. I wanted Spezza to be signed, and it made me so happy to find out how much he's getting paid, and the fact that he would have taken less if he was legally able to. He's the only one that I was really excited for and just like popping every time that he had his hands on the puck. He put in the tying goal and then the overtime goal or tying goal in one of the games with Montreal. So he was really performing out there. He's putting everything on the line when everybody else, Matthews, Marner, Tavares was injured, but the other guys were just, essing the bed. Like they were nowhere to be found. So I'm happy about that, but we'll see what happens with free agency. I mean, do you think they're gonna dip in the market? I mean, they kind of have to, right, at this point.
Honestly, man, anything's up for debate. What I think is gonna happen, I can't even sit there and say that because I don't know what's gonna happen. But it's funny to see all these reports come out. Like Freddie Anderson is interested in the reunion with the Leafs. Like, okay, that's good. How much money is he looking for? Like all these unrealistic expectations, man. I think they're like 10 mil. I think they have like 15 guys signed and they need like to hit 85 million or something, and they're at 75 million. Like they have no cap space. I don't know what they're gonna do, man. If they're gonna trade Riley and free up some cap space there because he's a free agent next year. Hyman's still up for grabs. He's a free agent. I hear that he's looking for a big deal. I don't think the Leafs are gonna sign him because they're not gonna have the cap space. Like I don't know. I feel like they're taking a step back this year. We'll see what'll happen, but I feel like they're taking a step back.
I think it's plain and simple. You sign Jumbo Joe, you sign Patrick Marleau, you bring back Kadri, bring Matt Sundin out of retirement. I don't know. Anything goes. Anything and everything is on the line. Man, I can't believe Montreal's in the playoffs still. It's ridiculous.
They're better than the Leafs.
Every series, I was cheering against Montreal, and now we're at the final series. I can't even turn on the TV anymore.
But why? Respect it, man.
I can't. I respect Price, and I can't. I don't know. Everybody else don't really care.
You know what?
Honestly, I think. Sorry to cut you off, but I think Perry. You said, I asked you when it happened when Perry hurt Tavares. Do you think it was on purpose? And you're like, I don't know. He is known to do that, or I can't remember what you said. So
yeah, he has a reputation.
And I'm like, no, there's no way. But now I'm like, looking back and everything, I'm like, could it have been? But whatever.
I don't know, man. It was so fast paced, so like you can't really say. But you gotta, I don't know, man. Like these guys play with heart, and I respect that. Don't get me wrong, man. Like I'm Leafs all the way. But the Habs, are they really our rivals? Like, are they? Not really, man. Like, they're in our division, but like, when have you really seen? We haven't seen them face off in the playoffs for like, what was that, like 40 years or something?
Yeah, over 40 years. Yeah.
Are they our rivals? No, I would say Bruins are our rivals. So I have no problem cheering for Montreal. Well, I'm not even cheering. I'm cheering for players on that team. Like, I'm cheering for Price. I'm cheering for Weber. Those guys show heart, man. And it just goes to show you, man, like Sherratt, Edmondson, Petrie, Weber, like those top four guys, man, those are big guys. Imagine going into the corner. No wonder Marner was peeling back. He didn't want to go into the corners because he knew he was going to get hit, man. That's taxing on your body for 7 straight games. You're going into the corner against these guys, getting hit, avoiding trying to get hit, man. Like, I don't blame them. Like, those guys are big boys on the Montreal Canadiens. So I don't know, man. The Leafs need to do something different because Montreal, they don't even have a lot of their forwards are smaller guys like Gallagher, like Kotkaniemi, like
they're all small. They're all tiny.
They're all tiny, but you know what, man? Like Nick Suzuki, these guys they have heart, man. They're going into the boards. They're finishing their checks. You're on skates, man, and you're going so fast. Drive your body into the boards, man. Like you don't need to create like havoc. You don't need to create a big hit. You just need to finish your check, man. Get the guy out of the play a bit, shake him up a bit. Like you're on skates, buddy. Like you're going fast. Like any impact you put on somebody, you can put them off balance. Like I see nothing of that from the Leafs. Like Kerfoot, Nylander, Matthew started doing it, but like Marner, like there's no pushback.
Oh, they gave up. You could tell they gave up after was it game 5 or 6? Whenever they were going to put it away. Was it 5 or 6? No, 5 when they Montreal won in an overtime. So the Leafs came back, and then Montreal wins in an overtime. After that, man, game 6 and 7, it was all Montreal's games.
Yeah, because they were scared.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying is like the Montreal Canadiens, like any chance they got, they were putting the body on the Leafs. And I saw something online, somebody wrote like crazy amount of hits or something, like the comparison of hits. And yeah, it's taxing on you, man. Like you don't want to go into the corner after because you remember what happened last time.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's gonna happen, but I think Montreal has this. I feel like it's destiny. Every time I watch them, they look like they're gonna win. And that first game, whatever, in the Stanley Cup Finals, the first game against Tampa, okay, Tampa won, but the series isn't over after one game. So
yeah, I know. We'll see how it goes, but I'm still going for real. Okay, jokingly, Tampa in 4, but realistic or all jokes aside, I'm thinking Tampa in 6. You're going Montreal in 6, right?
Montreal in 6, hands down, stamp it, do whatever you want. But also don't take any gambling advice from me because my playoff bracket was poo poo. So
yeah, if you guys want to check out our Boston playoff bracket episode, it's available all over the place: Apple, Stitcher, Google Podcast. Download, subscribe, drop us a 5-star review. It's actually a really good episode, and we're also on YouTube as well with our video podcast. So make sure you check that out. You can comment how bad and how horrible our predictions were. I was going Toronto, Pittsburgh in the finals. You were going Toronto, Boston in the finals. Man, we were even wrong about Colorado moving on. Edmonton moved on in the first round. They got swept. Like, poo-poo is an understatement, man. Like our brackets, I was looking at it. I looked at and listened to the episode a couple days ago. It was just horrendous. It's funny to watch and to see again, but I don't know, man. We have Carolina beating Tampa Bay or oh my god.
okay, but realistically, like think about it this way: it's like there's gonna be upsets that happen. We just didn't pick the right ones. Montreal made it to Montreal made
anything.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, if you picked one good pick, like if one of us picked Stanley Cup champs or Stanley Cup finals, Montreal, like we would have been like, fortune tellers.
I don't even think Montreal Canadian fans picked Montreal Canadiens to win.
I don't think anyone picked Montreal Tampa in the finals, buddy, on all East finals.
Well, yeah, I mean, Colorado was supposed to be the dominating team, and then what happened to them? Winnipeg, after they completely decimated and swept Edmonton, I was like, okay, they're gonna take Montreal out. Then they get swept. Like, what was going on? We said every playoff game or series looked very competitive. We didn't even predict a sweep, and we saw a lot of sweeps this year. So, man, like we said, anything can happen in the playoffs, and it did. Like, it surprised me. Each and every game, each and every matchup surprised me.
Yeah, like I felt the first round of the playoffs, like pretty much more or less, like I felt like each series was evenly matched and had potential of going to game 7, with the exception of that St. Louis Colorado series because St. Louis wasn't too good this year. But yeah, man, like I don't know. It just goes to show you it's unpredictable. So our brackets were poo, but next year hopefully it'll be better, and then we could put some money down on it.
I'm not even gonna pick next year. I'm gonna flip a coin, throw a ping pong ball in a bucket. I'm gonna do what they do on TikTok and everywhere else to pick winners because that has better credibility than my selections. I totally even forgot the St. Louis was in it until you just mentioned them a couple seconds ago. Like, what a playoffs, man! I can't believe it.
You would have forgot Montreal was in it if they lost. They
It's
were
just-
the worst team in the playoffs.
I know.
The worst,
I
buddy.
know.
Vegas had like 80 points or something in a 56 game season. And Montreal had like 56 points or something ridiculous. Like the point differential was like 25 plus. Like, buddy, how did that happen? And then Vegas just loses in 6. Like, that's what I'm telling you, man. It's destiny. These teams find a way to win. Look at St. Louis with Jordan Binnington 2 years ago. Like,
I know you don't like Vegas because they need to suffer a little bit.
yes,
I love Vegas,
no.
but I'm not saying I want them to win the cup. If they're against Montreal, obviously I want them to win. I don't know. I don't know what it is about them. Maybe Marc-Andre Fleury, whatever it is. Maybe the Cinderella story in the first season. It's just something about them that drives me to them. I know with the Seattle Kraken, when they come into the league next year, it's going to be the same thing. I'm going to be rooting for them to make it into the playoffs. I know you hate that kind of stuff, but I love to see it. I love doing it in NHL 22, which is available now on Xbox and PlayStation. Is it 22 that's available now? Yes. And I don't know, man. Like I love playing like with the new teams, the underdogs, I guess, or whatever, the new expansion teams. Man, I even loved playing those NHL games with Atlanta when they were around, the Thrashers. It was just something about those new teams that just I really enjoy. So I know you hate it, but I like it.
Those teams need to suffer big time, buddy, and that's coming from a big time Leaf fan. And I'm not even. I'm 27. Like I haven't even seen hard times. Like talk to guys who are like 40. Like those guys have seen bad Leaf teams. Like
Or even me, I'm not 40 yet, but man, it wasn't bad. It was just a heartbreak. When Carolina beat us in the semifinals, and then Carolina went on to the Stanley Cup. Like that was after that, I was really did not want to watch the Leafs anymore after that. I have better things to do during the season.
dude,
I'll watch them in the playoffs, but
I've only seen the Leafs beat Ottawa, the Ottawa Senators twice.
year after year.
And I've seen them lose to Philly in the second round. Like
Yeah.
I haven't seen them do anything, and it's just like gets so tiresome. That's why I'm switching to Detroit Red Wings from here on out. You're gonna be known. I'm gonna be known as Bill, Detroit Red Wings fan, baby. Let's take it home, Dylan Larkin, whoever your goaltender is right now, Jonathan Bernier. I don't know.
Is Larkin still there?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember years ago I picked him in the fantasy. He was my daily ad drop for the week. He wasn't consistent on my team. How did we start this episode? Did I say, what did I say? Mindless episode.
Yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed this mindless episode. Sponsored? No, they're not sponsored by, but Little Buddha, guys, check it out. It's a great summer drink. Nick Kiprios, cheers, buddy. Thank you. Well, you didn't supply it, but thank you for bringing out an awesome summer drink. Drink mindfully, obviously. Hey, it's also keto friendly, gluten free, and naturally sweetened. It's a nice little pickup for the summertime. Guys, enjoy the rest of the playoffs. We're almost done. Hockey is entering July, and we are still going. I don't know. You're going Montreal in 6. I'm going Tampa in 6. Can we ever agree on something?
No, that's why we have a podcast so we could discuss these things.
All right, guys. He's Bill. I'm Dan. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Please check us out all over the place on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at By the Buzzer Pod. And again, download, subscribe to our podcast. Audio podcast is available wherever you get your podcasts, and the video podcast is on YouTube.com. Hope you enjoy my new setup. Trying to do something nice because Bill always outshines me. That's all I got, buddy. How about you?
Yeah, perfect sign off. I moved my dining room around, so my setup's not as nice. So you win this one.
Well, it's been a couple weeks, so you gotta change it up, I guess, and we'll see what happens next time on Saved by the Buzzer. Guys, check us out all over the place and enjoy the rest of playoff hockey. cheers. Happy Canada Day. Drink responsibly. And don't blow off your fingers like some football players with fireworks this upcoming weekend. See you guys next time.